Hi, this is George Kao, and today I'm with Devora-Gila Berkowitz. She is a member of my MasterHeart group coaching program, and she's a fantastic coach. I'm excited to have her here to share what she's been learning in growing her own coaching business, some of the tips that you might be able to use, those who are watching this, and she'll also lead us through an exercise that will help us, an exercise she does with her clients. Devora, hi, great to have you here.
George, I'm so glad to be here.
Yeah, thanks for doing this. So I'm going to read your bio for those who are watching so they have some context, and then we'll get going and talk about some of the lessons you learned in your business. So Devora is an intuitive coach and healer who loves to help women create more time for themselves and have more energy so that they can be healthier and happier. And she's got some great free resources on her website, as well as she also teaches some online workshops and provides some coaching services. And her website is Devora-Gila-Berkowitz.com, just as her name. And we'll put the link in the notes of the video, so be sure to look for that and connect with her. So Devora, you are a coach. You also work with coaches. What's a key lesson, a key insight that you've gained as you've grown your coaching business? We'll kind of start with that.
Yeah, thanks for asking that. So I would say most service practitioners, coaches get stuck along the way when challenges come up in their life, no time, low energy, or in their business. And I have really learned to embrace those challenges, whether it be fear of showing up, or afraid to put yourself out there, or things just aren't working the way I planned, or a kid walks into a client session, or whatever the challenge might be, to see all of these as personal growth lessons and opportunities. It could be a client that's draining your energy, or it could be feeling bad one day and not wanting to do that Facebook Live video. I know I learned from you, you show up no matter what's happening for your business. And it's been said that entrepreneurship is the best self-help program that there is, because it really challenges you to show up no matter what. So when that happens, and when you do face those challenges, you end up improving other areas of your life, not just improving your business by showing up, but you also improve your own health because you have gotten over your blocks. You improve your relationships because you've improved your relationship with yourself. So it really is kind of like an all, a way to improve all areas of your life. And one more thing about that is that you'll find when you open up to facing challenges that you're going to attract the people who make you grow the most. You're going to find those clients who have those same growth edges that you need to be facing yourself. And that's always really exciting to see that. So just want to encourage everyone to connect to that soulful part of yourself and to be courageous to face your personal challenges while growing your business.
I love that. Yes. Yeah, it's like business is a stage for our spiritual evolution, right? Absolutely. I mean, just this morning, I yet again, I didn't necessarily feel like writing, but it was my day to write a blog post, right? And so I had to reconnect to what was useful for my audience, reconnect to my passion, and then just kind of allow that energy to manifest and express itself. I'm curious if you have a recent challenge situation that you can think of, and maybe share with us how you face that, or how you use that to grow personally. What was, anything you want to share in that regard?
Yeah, sure. In the coaching world, we often talk about our limiting beliefs.
Right.
And our emotional blocks. And I had just been stuck with one thing that I just couldn't get over. No matter how much I faced that thing, no matter who I talked to, it just wouldn't kind of go away. It kept coming back. And recently, I actually just got back from a 3-day retreat with one of the parts of my business. I work as a team coach with the Coach's Console, which is business software to manage and market your business. And so we were meeting with our business accelerator coaches, and I had to travel across the world, leave my family to do this. And I was stuck with this limiting belief, this emotional thing. And I was like on the plane over there, I'm like, how am I going to show up for these clients? How am I going to show up as my best self to be in my business when I have this thing stuck in my mind? And so I took another step, and I made a really deep connection with the divine, whether you call that God or the universe or whatever. And I was like, look, God, I have to really show up for these people, and I don't know how I'm going to do this. And I really opened myself up even more to the possibility of getting that divine assistance, because we often think we have to do things ourselves, right? And so through the course of that, through that event, there were all of these little nuggets being given. There were all of these keywords I was hearing and opportunities. There was a book circulating around that I got my hands onto, and I found the answer to how to get unstuck. And so it was that extra asking for my higher power for assistance. It was opening up to that greater possibility, and that is so powerful. And that is the thing that I forgot to do when I was at home. So it really took me getting into a new environment and a higher level for me to get pushed into remembering to do that.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, it's so true that we often feel like we have to do it ourselves. We have to use all this willpower, and the results are up to us. And I love this beautiful reminder: reconnect to our higher power. We don't have to do it ourselves. Look for the signs, and that's a brilliant example. So you have an exercise that you want to lead the viewer through. Would this be a good time?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right.
Great.
So I'll let you
Yeah, so this is an example of something that I bring into the work with my clients. So I want to invite you, if this feels right to you, just close your eyes, and George and I are going to do that too. So just allow yourself to get into a comfortable space, and we have limited time to do this, so this is just a short sample of a way that you can connect and work through one of your blocks. So after you would feel grounded and centered in your physical body, just noticing how you're seated, and noticing how your head is resting on your shoulders, and your shoulders above your hips, and your hips above your feet, everything all connected. So then I would have you just notice your breath. So take a moment just to connect to your breath. Just notice how the air flows in and out. And something that's really helpful to remember is that the breath comes from beyond. We don't create our own breath. And we are created to receive the breath and to give it back. So just take a moment to receive the breath that comes from beyond, and know that you are created to receive the breath that sustains you with life force energy. And maybe you might feel yourself letting go around the shoulders or in the chest area. Or maybe you feel like letting go in somewhere else in your body. And so at this time, I'm just going to ask you a question. So when it comes to not finding enough time for yourself, maybe feeling pressure to get things done, maybe not having enough energy to do it, right? If this is something that you have ever faced, just going to ask you, where do you feel that in your body, right? So maybe some discomfort has surfaced inside your body. And just take a moment to locate that. So maybe you feel discomfort around the shoulders, or maybe around the heart, or in the throat, or in your gut, or anywhere else. Okay, so connecting to that place of discomfort in your body. And this is just one sample of many questions that I could ask you. And if that didn't arise discomfort for you, maybe that wasn't one of your issues, then you could think of some place where you are stuck in your life and just notice where it feels stuck in your body. So this is the mind-body connection. And I'm going to ask you also, what emotion would you say that you're feeling right now? And just allow that to arise as well. How would you name that feeling, that emotion? Or maybe a metaphor comes up. You know, this feeling is like, or it's as if. So just connecting to that. And so now here's where a little bit of magic happens. So remember that breath that we were connecting to just a few moments ago. So inviting you now to reconnect to that breath energy and send that breath, this divine healing breath, to those places where you felt discomfort. So if you felt the discomfort in your shoulders, so I invite you to breathe into that discomfort in the shoulder area or wherever else you felt it. So imagining that flow of air like a river of light just flowing right to those places where you need it the most. And just watch what happens without any expectation, without any judgment, just allowing for what is. Just being aware with non-judgmental awareness. And just notice if resistance is coming up and nothing's happening. I invite you to invite your resistance into the exercise and breathe into that resistance. And we'll just hold this for another moment or so. Allowing one or two more breaths to flow through your body. Okay, and at this time, I'm going to invite you to create a way of thinking, maybe a sentence or an affirmation, creating a new mindset within yourself for what you would like to be believing. What kind of self-talk do you want to take with you from this exercise into your day? What is that one sentence that you would like to carry with you, that positive self-talk? And just think that to yourself or say it to yourself. And taking another moment. And so I'm going to slowly invite you to maybe tap your feet on the floor, tap your hands on the table, get grounded. And when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes and come back into our space.
Thank you, Devora. That was lovely.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, it's great. So If you found that beneficial, it's a great thing. You can watch this again if you like, rewind and use this exercise anytime you like.
Yeah,
And
and when I work with my clients, just to let you know that we often have, layers and layers of stuff behind what is showing up. And this exercise could go for a good 20 minutes, just uncovering layer after layer, memory after memory. And when that happens, it frees up those stuck parts that we've been carrying for years and sometimes even decades. So it's a very powerful exercise, and this was a powerful beginning.
yeah, for sure. Yeah. And so in your work with clients, when you do something like this, you're inviting them to vocalize if they want to, right? Some of the things that are going through their mind and heart.
Right, and this is an experience that is just intuitively guided and comes up when it's necessary during the coaching session. And that's why I refer to myself as an intuitive coach and healer. So this is one of the tools that I use in my coaching sessions.
That's great. So you have a gift for those who are watching this, and I'd love for you to talk about that.
Yeah, so, and this is a gift for women who feel pulled in different directions by work and family, and who want more time and energy for themselves to feel happier and healthier. And it's what I call the More Time and Energy Discovery Call, appropriately named. And it's a 20-minute laser-focused session, right? We don't mess around because time is extremely important for everyone. It's a 20-minute laser-focused coaching session where motivated women can get clear on really why and how they are stuck without time for themselves and in low energy. And I'm going to reveal that to them and offer them resources and recommendations to help them get closer to having more time and energy for themselves. And by the end of this call, they will know their exact steps that they need to take in order to have more time and energy so they can feel healthier and happier.
Great. And I'll be sure to put the information in the notes of this video for how people can contact you. But I'll just, there's a link actually that we're going to have in there for them to be able to book that session. So
yeah, there's a link for a quick application for the session.
Yeah, quick application. Excellent. Great. Anything else you want to say to the viewers as we close the call?
I just wanted to illustrate how powerful it is when you step up to making that time for yourself, or shall I say, investing in yourself to find more time and energy. One person that I worked with was feeling very frustrated and anxious and extremely tired. And she was very drained by the end of the day and didn't really know how to take care of herself and her family because she was just so exhausted. And the reason why she reached out to me was because she just knew she was going to burn out from all the pressure and the stress. And it's a very similar story to my own, which there's no time to go into today. But I really feel for women in that position who are so committed to the work that they do, and they're committed to their families, so they feel really on the edge of burning out or just completely exhausted. And through our work together in a holistic way, mind, body, heart, and soul, she learned how to find that time and energy for herself, and ended up becoming just more kind to herself. And as a result, her relationships in her family and at work all improved. And so now she's much happier and much more healthy. And she was so happy with the results that she signed on for another 6 months into the future.
That's great. Yeah. That's definitely when clients are finding that benefit, they want to just keep going and growing. Yeah. So awesome. Well, thanks, Devora, for the work that you do, for taking the time to do this session. And I hope folks found it helpful. If you have any questions for Devora, feel free to comment below. I'll make sure she sees it. And wishing you all a good day. Thanks,
Thank
everybody.
you. And George, I want to thank you personally for being the person that you are as a trailblazer, and allowing me to learn from you how to be my most authentic self in business as I can. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for saying that. I really appreciate it. So, all right, have a good day, everyone. Thank you so much, Devora, and we'll talk soon.
Bye.